Yeah, so first of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It is with great pleasure that I present this online summit on food science and nutrition. I would like, first of all, to thank to all the organizers for inviting me to attend this online summit, which was a very successful event. And now I should briefly then outline my company and my background. Yeah. So my company short is called Prospective, but the real name is the Center for Innovative Process Engineering. It's a multidisciplinary research organization with objectives to support the competitiveness of SMEs through technological innovations. We are developing and marketing innovative products and processes with and for the industry. And in the last years, we have dedicated for providing specific dietary, individualized and personalized supplements for different target groups and individuals, and such as elderly and sportive and athletes. I'm a biotechnologist with more than 10 years experience in related to development and design of sustainable and attractive specialized products, aiming to support individualized healthy diets and personalized nutrition. So, what is a healthy diet? World Health Organization recommends for a healthy diet based on NUGAG work to date and prior expert consultations on reports on diet and disease. The following: exclusively breastfeeding babies for the first 6 months and continue breastfeeding until 2 years and beyond. Energy intake should balance energy expenditure. Keep total fat intake to less than 30% of total energy intake, and shift in fat consumption away from saturated fats to unsaturated fats and towards the elimination of industrial trans. Limit intake of free sugars to less than 10% or even less than 5% of total energy intake. Keep salt intake to less than 5 grams a day, and eat at least 400 grams of fruit and vegetables a day. So, what is a sustainable diet? In 2010, a report by FAO and World Health Organization called Sustainable Healthy Diets, a guiding principle, has been stated that a sustainable diet, healthy diet should encompasses the 2 dimensions: sustainability and healthiness of diet. The following definition has been propose. Sustainable diets are those diets with low environmental impact, which contribute to food and nutrition security and to healthy life for present and future generations. Therefore, sustainable diets are protective and respectful of biodiversity and ecosystems, culturally accepted and accessible, economically fair and affordable, nutritionally adequate, safe and healthy, while optimizing natural and human resources. But of course, not everybody likes the last definition because it is considered too vague, too hard to achieve, too many trades-off, and after all, it's hard enough to get consumers to change their diets for health. In 2012, Burlingame defined sustainable diets as those diets with low environmental impact, which contribute to food and nutrition security and to healthy life for present and future generations. Accordingly, you can see in the figure on the right figure, the 6 key interconnected determinants of a sustainable diet are the following: well-being, health, biodiversity, environment, climate, equity, fair trade, eco-friendly local and seasonal foods, cultural heritage, skills, and food and nutrient needs, food security, and accessibility. Any fluctuation of one of the key determinants will have a corresponding effect on the quality of the sustainable diet. For example, under the biodiversity, environment, climate determinant, if a greenhouse gas emissions increase from intensive slash and burn agriculture, then the sustainable diet will be decidedly less sustainable. Each component is also linked to the other, with an increase in a greenhouse gas emission, for example. The disease burden of a population process might increase with the prevalence of respiratory disease because of soot and ash released from the burning of hydrocarbons and so on. Diet is associated definitely with significant impact on the environment. Well-managed livestock with integrated farming systems can help to care for the land whilst producing good quality meat and dairy products. So good diets also require a high amount of agriculture produce yet and use is disturbed by feeding even more animals for meat and dairy. Diets from such systems are not 100% sustainable. Basically, a sustainable diet is a plant-based diet, which means eating more vegetables and whole grains. A healthy plant-based diet is based on minimal or unprocessed plant foods and is linked in the peer-reviewed scientific literature with a reduced risk of non-communicable disease developing. Optimal micronutrient ratios of fat, carbohydrate, and protein for preventing and treating disease are still controversial. And the focus should instead be on eating patterns and actual food. However, the evidence does suggest that the type and the source of carbohydrate, fat, and protein play a very important role in the prevention and management of diseases. Multiple potential mechanisms underline the benefits of a plant-based diet in the following: ameliorating insulin resistance, increasing fiber and phytonutrients, interaction between food and the good microbiota population, and decreases in saturated fat, and an advanced application and products, nitrosamines and heme iron. More controlled clinical trials are beginning to look at the effect of the whole food plant-based diet on non-communicable disease risk factors. And clinicians reported with patients with angina, heart failure, and high blood pressure, for example, they have seen improvements in cardiovascular health by replacing a Western diet with a healthy whole food plant-based diet. So there is an urgent need to promote healthy diets with low environmental impact. And therefore, as already mentioned, diet is associated with a high impact on the environment. Food waste, which reduces the amount of food available to human beings, also has a significant environmental impact. So there is a need to waste less food, moderate our meat consumption, and eat fewer foods high in fat, high in salt, and sugar. So the researchers are looking for innovative solutions for the sourcing of raw materials to help generate economic growth and reduce internationally dependence on plant and animal-based resources. Therefore, European Union, for example, is accelerating the circular economy, meaning that these materials can be traded and shipped just like primary raw materials, but at the present, they are still account for only a small proportion of the materials used nowadays. To increase the quantity and the quality of these secondary raw materials, waste management must improve. And industry is changing its thinking and slowly is moving away from finite resources and towards sustainable products that conserve resources by getting involved in applications related to industrial biotechnology, which is considered, a potential to drive forward biology-based production processes and accelerate this transition. So nowadays, a wide range of products such as chemicals, food and feed additives, and pharmaceutical substances could be produced using biological processes based on biomass waste as an alternative to traditional processes such as chemical synthesis or conversion. So, Sentive is very active in promoting nutritious diet and to empower people to make responsible food choices and adopt healthier habits. And we continue to research and to offer a variety of options. And in order to achieve our mission, we are working in partnership with other internationally. And I will briefly present you some European initiatives on this issue. Like, for example, it was an international project called Trif, in which the focus has been in reducing the nutrients of concerns such as salt and sugar and lowering calories by eliminating trans fats from partially hydrogenated vegetable oils, whilst at the same time ensuring the product's nutritional and sensorial qualities, safety, and affordability. Another initiative was called a Grail European project, in which some of the essential nutrients has been produced via biotransformation of crude glycerol into this high value added for food supplement applications. And I give you an example. The long chain omega-3 fatty acids such as DHA and EPA are essentially for humans, and current source is fish oil. Therefore, the microbial production from sustainable sources is of high importance for this sustainable and healthy diet. Another example is another initiative aiming to develop products tailored to seniors by using supplements as an integral part of an adequate health system. And I will continue with Stands for Health initiative, aiming to customize production of foods and nutraceuticals for specific population group, and to strengthen an approach to tackle non-communicable disease and improve personalized nutrition. But in the same time, engaging citizens with personalized nutrition. Another initiative is called Elder and Half, and the lactic, propionic acid, and some oligosaccharides are again microbiological produced from lignocellulose biomass. For example, human body does not produce pentosanoase. It's an enzyme to break down pentosanes in the digestive tract, and therefore are classed as dietary fiber. Besides a certain activation of colon peristalsis, Celan, which is a pentosane sugar, has some unique functionalities as nutritional fiber due to its special interaction capacity with cholesterol, giving in this way a high nutritional value compared to other fiber sources. And a last example is ALA2. As everybody knows, proteins and amino acids are in high demand for their role in food and food production. As the demand for food grows to meet an expanding population, the demand for proteins, of course, will increase accordingly. So it is therefore important how to source proteins for the future. And in this initiative, the focus is on recovery low-cost dietary proteins from algae-based and plant residual biomass sources. So converting these waste into alternative forms of protein. So diets should be healthy and should also be sustainable. And therefore, some countries already are formulating national dietary guidelines, not only to view to provide population health, but also the health of the planet. So, being all this said, I would like to thank you very much for your attention.